I'm finally getting to use my little art journal spot. By the way, this is an empty container of gochujang we had finished, and I wanted to keep the container because this is a hefty container. I actually have another one that I use, so I kept it. It's just gonna be there for now. Yes.
Basically just sitting over in life. Well, I like that height though, so I don't mind it. I know, I could probably just have black in stock, and I was like, no! I thought I was getting too big. I'm probably not wearing stocks, but it's so cool. Like there's more burnished pencil and whatnot, where Sparrow was kept a little bit lighter and full illustration piece, or is it just going to be one-off drawings? And it ended up just being one on yellow. I made sure there was a bit of all those colors along the outline.
I'm going with the pizza earrings today. I feel like they're too small. I like earrings that actually show up when I look forward. It's just my face is so... I'm also just wearing something really simple, but I don't know. Maybe I should change. I decided to change my outfit and also wear... In the outfit I chose, I have to mend it because there is a hole. So I'm gonna do that really quickly right now. And I'll show you what I'm wearing today. Let me just quickly sew this up with my amateur sewing skills. I'm sure it will be fine. I had some breakfast already. I had a pretty hefty breakfast. I'm having my coffee, did my makeup, and then the last thing I need to do is to do this and then pack up my supplies, and then we're gonna be ready to go. Okay, let me sew. This is the tear right there. Oof, I don't even know how it got even shredded like that. Like, what happened?
Basically, after I finished doing this cleaned up sketch, I wanted to figure out what colors for the color palette. So I think I'm using the gouache brush, again, just one that is already in the app, and then using...
Okay, packing my bags, and I'm gonna bring some headlights because I don't have a battery operated LED light. We won't have like a plug there where I am gonna be, but the weather's really bad, so I think they might even be moving this stuff inside anyway, so it doesn't even matter. This, I need to change the battery, but I'll bring it just in case. The batteries are broken. Oh, this one's good. This one, the battery is dead. Oh, I think one of these we took the batteries out because it was in the closet and it was like turning on ghost-like. Anyway, so these are out. These are also out. Oh no, this one's good. Okay, I'm gonna keep those two. A nice mask just in case. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that. Let me just put the dirt.
I find that I need, if it's gonna be short, it needs to be like mid-thigh-ish. And then if it's gonna be long, I want it to be like midi, so like past the knee generally. I think this might be like a slightly less exciting item that I got from Depop. I actually just cropped it, like I just cut it myself right now. What I did was I took a pre-existing cropped sweater thing that I already own that's like very navy go with this photo. It's still got like really soft lighting overall, but you can see like...
Okay, so I packed my supply bag, my backpack, but it's so gloomy today. It's raining outside right now. The forecast for the evening where I'm supposed to be in is clear. So it'll probably, the rain will probably end like right when we start, like 6 o'clock. But they asked us to go in earlier just in case maybe the traffic is higher earlier, but I don't know. So I'm gonna go because I have the day kind of free anyway. But let me show you what I have packed up. Anyway, I'm just wearing my Pantera. What kind of shirt is this? I don't know what it's called, but it's certain era and certain like people wear this, certain men wear this. I bought it when I dressed up as Ricky from Trailer Park Boys, and I kind of love it. Anyway, so I'm wearing that. Okay, show you my pack. But yeah, it's really gloomy and dark in here, and which I like. I like darker when it's darker and gloomier than when it's so bright. Anyway, okay, let's show you the stuff. This is just my makeup bag, so if I just want to retouch my makeup, I have my essentials in here. Don't need to see that. I got the 2 headlamps. I got my container for my water, because I did bring my watercolors just in case. So I got that. I got my box of business cards and then the business card holder, because I will have a table there. I have my spritzer for my watercolor, tape if I need it, and then in here, let me show you what's in here. This is where I have all my art supplies plus a hair tie. So my watercolor, a bunch of my graphite pencils, marker, kneaded eraser, brushes, notepad, scissors, a cutter just in case, because this pencil doesn't fit into a sharpener, so I'd need to cut it up or use the box cutter. Eraser, I even brought my stamp here just in case I need it. I thought maybe. So yeah, that's what's in there. I'm thinking about it now. Maybe I need like a little garbage pail, but I think it should be fine. They might give us some plastic bags for garbage. Then I have under here, I have some paper towels for watercolor if I do end up doing watercolor. All right, let me just take this stuff out. I got 2 samples to put or post, and I'll use my tape to put them up. But I just picked these 2 because this is what I had. And I put like backing so they're hard and it's on plastic. And then my little makeshift easel thing, which is this cardboard, and then a piece of paper ready. I'm using white cardstock. I also packed some cello bags just in case people need them. And then at the bottom is the paper that I'll be using, which I just decided to use white cardstock. I didn't want to use my watercolor or mixed media paper because that paper is expensive. And the cardstock I have a lot of, and it's nice and more firm, and it's similar to printer paper in terms of the smoothness, so when I am drawing it's the same feel, and I have a lot of it, so I think that would be good. So yeah, that's what I packed. And obviously I will bring water, which is right here, but that's pretty much it. If I think of anything else, I should think of it now, but I think that is everything. So the rest of the time before we gotta go, I'm going to do some warm-ups at home, like drawing warm-ups. Oh yeah, I also have to pack some snacks. Okay. I didn't bring my color pencils this time around, but I have to mull that over a bit more if I need to. Wow. So I made 3 more samples, and 2 of them are like, oops. 2 of them are kids, so one's a baby, and one's like a kid, supposedly. Here, let me show you them. Yeah. 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 And from doing my warm-ups, I realized that I need to bring this guy, because I don't want to smudge the what do you call them? The pencil. Okay. Be back. for snacks, I'm gonna pack some dry cereal just to munch on. You know what? We have nuts because we went to Costco. Should I pack some nuts? But then I have to use the chair. I'll just use cereal. I'll just pack some cereal. Gonna pack a banana. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Sunday, March 26th. It is the day after the drawing event yesterday, and I'm just here working on this photo album that I started. I'll show you that in a sec, but I thought I'd talk about the event and how it went. So it went really well yesterday. It was pretty successful. I didn't mention this, but they had switched, maybe I did, but they said switch the time to earlier in the afternoon. So instead of it going from 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock, I was there at 4:30 and then I left at about 7:30. So I did draw a lot of portraits. So I think it was a hit. As you saw, my setup wasn't the greatest. I thought I was gonna get a table, like a table that goes up to here, because that's how I'm used to drawing. So what I had to do was sit on a chair and like cradle my little makeshift easel on my lap the whole time. And I think that really hindered my ability to draw. It was quite difficult to do that for like all the drawings. So I don't think the drawings were that successful, but people seemed to like them and they were free. So it was like a fun thing for people to do, and nobody would get mad at me if they were bad anyway, because it was a free thing. But I felt like I didn't draw to the best of my ability just because I was just not used to working on my lap. And like, that's not the fault of the organizer. I said I wanted a table. I can specify what kind of table I wanted. So yeah, and it was actually better indoors, because outdoors it was a mess. It was really windy, cold, rainy. So, and because of that, not a lot of people came, I think. There was a really big rush, like about like right when I got in, but then towards the end there was really nobody. But I was busy for the most part. You saw me pack all those snacks. I didn't eat any of the snacks because I was quite busy the whole time, but I did eat all of them, all the snacks, when I got home and rested. So yeah, other than that, it was a pretty fun, pretty good event, and I really, really am thankful that the organizers chose me and contacted me. So it was a really fun event, and I do hope to do more. I've learned a lot from this one. This is my second official kind of live drawing event. My partner, my boyfriend, actually, he dropped me off, and then he was like, you should get your sign, like my yellow sign. So I did grab, he drove back home and got the sign for me, and we put it up. But by the time he came back, because there was a bit of traffic, it was already slowing down. So, but yeah, other than that, it was a really great event. Drew a lot of kids, so that was cool, and quite a variety of people, so that was great. And I was just like, I just felt like I just didn't draw to the best of my ability. I thought maybe like I just needed a few more warm-ups. I did warm up before I left, as you saw, but I don't know if it's like, it's just easier to draw people from like photos when they sit still compared to when they're right in front of me, because I get quite nervous because it looks like they want to get up, you know? So I don't know how other people do it, but I still really like doing it. I think it's really fun. I just need to like practice more live drawing, like people sitting in front of me. Maybe the case, I don't know how other people do it, or I don't know how Seo Kim does it, or Instant Doodles does it. I don't know if she takes a photo first and then she just like draws it, but I'm not sure. It's kind of hard doing it with people there because they do move, and I do like it when they sit still, but they talk, and it was, anyway. Other than that, it was a great event. So, and then when I got home, I was just like rested. I watched a movie. I felt like watching True Lies, which is this 90s movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis. I don't know why, but I watched that, and then that's really it. And now I'm here. I did a couple of chores. I woke up earlier today. I did a few chores around the house, and now I'm working on this. So let me show you this because I've been talking for a bit. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. This is my boyfriend here. I covered him up, but most of the pages look like this. There's 2 photos on per page, and they're double-sided. Yeah, so it's going really well. Sometimes I write down some captions. On some pages I have been putting stickers and stuff. I have all my art journaling stuff right in front of me, but it's really fun, and I want to continue doing this. My friend really kind of inspired me to create photo albums, because as a kid I really loved looking through photo albums, and I don't know why I never did it with my printer. I guess it was just like another thing that I put in the back burner, but sitting down and doing this, I really like doing it. So yeah, see, the last roast. So yeah, I can't really show you much of the pages because they're all full of my friends, but yeah. And then I put a bunch of the plastic sheets here. I did have to cut the cardstock that I'm using because it just was too tight for some reason. It's supposed to fit a regular printer paper, but for some reason this plastic sheet is just way too tight. So, but yeah, really enjoying this stuff. So I might continue doing this today. I have 3 more photos that I want to put. So these are just like landscapey photos, but I want to include all the photos that I got. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I don't know if I'm gonna paint today. I'm honestly kind of a little tired from yesterday, just from drawing. I did draw a lot, so I kind of want to just take a breather for Sunday. I do go back to work tomorrow, so I'm just gonna like do stuff around the house. I still have the tub to clean. I need to scrub it. I'm soaking it right now in baking soda and a little bit of dish soap and vinegar, so it's soaking, and then I'm going to drain it and like scrub it up. And then I need to drop off some stuff at like a donation bin. So just a lot of stuff around the house, and then working on this. So we'll see how far I get. But I'll talk to you guys probably later. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, March 28th, about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So this morning, you saw me, I was kind of getting started my zine making process, and since my printer is done, I am just going to print these out, you know, at Staples like I used to do before I had a printer, the zines, especially the black and white zines. So I'll be printing them out at Staples nearby my work. Hopefully around lunchtime I can get the time. But what I'm doing is I'm setting up the files to make sure they are lined up correctly. I believe that once I go to Staples, the printer is going to be totally different from my brother. I printed them out for my brother, so they're gonna, alignment is gonna be slightly different, and I should expect that because that's what used to happen when I used to print out of house. So I sent myself a couple files, and then I sent myself my buttons to print as well. So that's gonna be done. It's all set. So I spent the morning kind of doing that, making sure all the files were correct. And I just set up my table to start painting my cornucopia accordion painting again. But before that, I wanted to make some lunch. And for lunch, I'm gonna make like breakfast wraps. We got these tortilla wraps at Costco, and there's quite a bit of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook up some bacon and some eggs, and then I'm just gonna make a simple wrap with some tomatoes on the side. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And then we'll get back into painting. I can actually see the trees having some little like nubs on them when spring comes. Little green growth, which means spring is finally here. These scissors are really bad. Brunch is served.
The general consensus was that it was likely some sort of boating accident. Some even theorized that Mike may have been eaten by alligators. Regardless, the case had gone cold. Before continuing, it's important to note that Mike Williams had met Denise in high school. They were friends of another young couple of sharing custody of their child. Denise and Brian discussed how they could make things work. They came up with the idea to kill Mike. The sole beneficiary was Denise Williams. 5 years after Mike's mysterious disappearance, Denise Williams and Brian Winchester get...
Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, March 30th now, and so in the last clip I think I took on Tuesday, I didn't really end up doing much. I did paint a little bit of cornucopia, but I didn't feel good the rest of the day. I kind of had a headache or something like that, and it just wasn't a day where I could really do much. I did some small chores, like I started my laundry, but other than that, couldn't really get much done or film much. So hopefully today I can film a little bit more. Anyway, my stickers came in from Sticker Beaver, so let me show them to you. The first one here is the Banh Mi Dragon, and this is the size. Looks pretty good. I got 50 of them, so I'm going to be selling these at I believe it's 50. I'm going to be selling these at the TCAF coming up. And then I have the Donut Dragon right here. So it's like a standard vinyl, really good quality. There's that. And then the Pretzel Dragon, I decided I wanted it like the parts here kind of cut, so it became like a kiss cut sticker more like, instead of a die cut. That's the only way they could do it. So these parts are not actually in there, but here it is. So pretty happy with those. Yeah, so my new stickers came in, and they are great. All right, so yeah, so this is gonna be also for the March patrons. I had 3 signups the last few days, or the last week or so, when I opened up my tiers again. So thank you so much for the people who signed up. So Doodle Pals, they were Doodle Pals. They're gonna get 1 sticker randomly and a doodle, and I think the doodles are gonna be related to the dragon. So I think they might be like sandwiches or pastries or something, but dragon-fied. And I was thinking, I usually do like a post-it sized drawing, so that's what it's gonna be. So by the time this vlog is up tomorrow, you still have time to sign up by the end of the day on the 31st. So midnight the 31st, if you want to get one of the stickers and an original doodle as a doodle pal. I do have an art pal tier, which includes a doodle, a sticker, and a postcard. So it'll be one of my newer postcards back here. Yeah. All right. So first thing of business, I think, is to paint. I'm still trying to figure out printing for the zine. I have all the files ready. I just haven't been able to go to Staples. That's what I did on Tuesday, actually. I did a lot of like kind of background stuff. But yeah, this is what I got done painting wise, just the background. And so I'm almost to the end. And I think if I just like really sit down and finish it, I can finish this side and then we can move on to the other side. And the other side actually is less because it doesn't have this spot. So I'm just watching The Last of Us, and yeah, that's in our agenda today. And then of course editing the vlog. Hopefully I can come up with more interesting content. I've been really busy working on this, but yeah, so we'll see what we get up to today. I'm bored. So I've been painting for about an hour and a half. I finished an episode of The Last of Us, and this is how much I finished. So I painted the 3 mice there, the banner, and that's pretty much it. So it does take a while, and I do get bored, so I think I'm gonna shift gears. I'm gonna start doing the doodles for the doodle pals, I think. So I think I'm gonna draw some pastries. I think that's what I want to do. The only thing, it's not that vloggable, honestly. So I don't know what else. You know, I could start editing the vlog to see how much footage I have and then kind of assess how much I need to do. But yeah, I'm getting bored of painting. I also have an itch to create another shorter comic, but again, that's not vloggable. I'm just like thinking of content. Fun content though. Okay. And stuff at the top is like in the openings are starting to dry here, so I gotta be really careful. I want them to not dry up. I'm gonna clean up my desk, kind of get, I'm gonna reset my desk and see what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull out my agenda and figure out what I want. But yeah, I'm gonna take a break from painting because I am getting quite bored. I decided I wanted to make like a matching postcard, so I'm gonna try and paint this. So it's just a lady sandwich. So let's see how this turns out. It'll be a nice kind of landscape print or postcard. So let's do it. Damn, I thought I was recording, but I was not. Anyway, I'm just jumping into this. No thoughts, just begin, you know. And she's done. It didn't really take that long to paint. Maybe it took about 45 minutes to an hour. I don't really remember. But here she is. She is, let me lean this onto something that isn't wet. That's kind of better. Sandwich lady. Pretty simple. Oh, so low. Alright, so that's my postcard idea down. I think it'll look really cute. It's just gonna be white background. And I'm gonna amp up the colors as usual, as I do. I'm gonna try and order this today, so it'll come next week. It'll take a week usually. I do it through Vistaprint. It's gonna be the same format as my other postcards. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with her. Very, very simple painting. So, hope it scans okay. But yeah, I am going to clean up my table again. And then I did start the outlines for the Doodle Pals. So far I only have to do 3, which is fine. But I wanted to kind of get this idea out of my head. And now that it is out, I'm pretty happy. Alright, I think I'm gonna clean up my desk, like I said, and then I'm gonna start maybe thinking about what dinner to make. I thawed some ground chicken, and maybe I want to do something with that quinoa that we got from Costco, so that's the plan. Let's make dinner / lunch. It's like 4 o'clock, so we eat fairly early in this house. We got some green beans here, but they're kind of looking really bad, so I'm gonna have to kind of get rid of the ones that are too brown and just gross. They're gonna be cooked, so it won't be that bad, but some of them are just beyond saving. So I'm just gonna take out the most horrible looking ones. And the rest can be cooked. I'm gonna make like a chicken meatball bowl. So with quinoa, chicken meatballs, and just a bunch of different roasted vegetables. Kind of a lighter dinner. We had really bad takeout yesterday, so I'll try and balance it out this week. With carrot though is the green beans are gonna cook way faster. I also found a beet in the fridge, so the green beans are gonna cook way faster than the the beet and the carrots. So I might just cook them on separate thingies. Think about this. I need a bigger knife. I don't know if you can tell, but I washed my hands right away, and the beet is still really there. I gotta do this quick. My oven is preheated. Are we out of Cuban? Oh no. That's a problem. Shit. I don't know what else to spice this with. I always use cumin. I'll go with some paprika. I'm too lazy to mince garlic. My plate. We're back in the studio. Now we scan Sandwich Lady. So postcard is ordered, and yeah, it's gonna come on the 12th, maybe earlier, but it looks really good, so I'm very excited for it to come in. Again, it'll be the same size as these postcards, and if you become a Doodle Pal, you get the Sandwich Lady postcard / print. Sorry, it's so weird. And then a random sticker, either the Pretzel Dragon, the Banh Mi Dragon, or the Donut Dragon. This is a nice vinyl sticker. And you have until midnight on the 31st, which is today when this vlog is going up, to pledge. And then April is going to be a new theme, so really excited. Yeah, so if you have signed up, thank you so much. For the people who have signed up until this point, thank you so much. I hope you are looking forward to that. Alright, I'm gonna start editing this vlog actually, see how far we get into it, and then I'm just rehashing what I said earlier in this clip, or earlier in this vlog. Okay, edit. I took a quick photo before I forgot, so I'm gonna post that on my social media. Definitely low effort, but it's a start, you know? And that original will probably be sold. Well, I'm hoping it'll get sold. I'm gonna sell it, is what I'm saying, I guess. God, that shadow is brutal. Anyway, I am editing the vlog, and I got an email, which I thought was really interesting, really funny. So I applied for another Artist Alley in April, just to see if I could get in and if I could make it work. So I applied for TAFE, which is the Toronto Animation Arts Festival International. I've tabled there once, like a long time ago. I was going to Seneca. So I tabled there once, and I got in for 2023. It is on April 23rd. So it's like it's just a one-day thing from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And I was looking through the thing. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it because my friends and I have plans on that weekend. It just came up after I decided to try and apply. I didn't think I'd make it in because it's more of an animation industry kind of festival or tabling thing, and they let me in, and it's really good for people who are kind of starting out. It's really nice. There's a lot of especially if you're going into animation and stuff like that, or character design, computer animation, visual effects, gaming. I don't know why they let me in, but they let me in. But yeah, I was looking through their PDF, and guess who is on the PDF? Oh my god, my phone is so dirty. It's me! When I still had my side shave, and I'm wearing my burger earrings, my McMaster sweater, and my like cat hat. But yeah, I'm right there on the PDF. That's so funny. And also like one of my classmates from Seneca is in it. Nick is in it, who is I've met her before through like the convention circuit and stuff. That's so funny. I was like, oh look, it's people I knew, and then I looked closer and I'm just like right there. It's funny. So I don't know if I'm gonna get there. It's $100 for the table, which is like not that bad. $100 for half a table. But yeah, I thought I'd show you guys that. So anyway, that convention or thing is happening soon if you are like starting out as a student in animation, illustration, whatever, gaming. It'll be nice to go for you even if you're not tabling, because you can meet other people who are in that industry if you're starting out. And it's when I went there, I was going to school, so a lot of, you know, people networking and stuff. It's a good show. It's a small show, but it's being held at the Toronto Reference Library, which is where TCAF has been held, so I really know that area. But yeah, I don't think I can make it for the 23rd. So that email came in. So I think I'm gonna sign off of the vlog now. I have one more thing to update you guys on before I sign off on this quite like shorter vlog, but I'm gonna sit down. I'm just trying to change up the vlog angles because I'm always in front of my computer. But yes, and I'm wearing the same sweater as I did as like the previous clip, which was on Tuesday, I think. Anyway, so one more thing before I sign off. First of all, thank you guys for watching if you've made it up to this point. But I have an update. I don't know if it's 100% sure yet, but in June, beginning of June, I may be going to Chicago in the United States. I don't think I've been to the States for like a long time, like for a long stay. I know I've been to New York on like a bus tour with my family, but that was like a day and we didn't really do much. But so I might be going to Chicago in June for the Cake Festival, which is the Chicago Alternative I always forget what the K is. Let me find it. Cake. I just got an email. Oh, here you go. Chicago Alternative Comics Expo. I don't know why there's a K, but so it's on June 3rd and 4th this summer, and they invited me to be a guest. So I'm gonna be a guest. I didn't actually apply for it, but they emailed me a couple weeks ago and said, hey, would you be interested in coming to the fair as a guest? And I was like, that's kind of cool. That's really cool. I've never had like an excuse to go to the States, so this would be really fun, I think. My boyfriend's gonna come with me, so, and I think we're gonna make it into like a vacation. I always do this for conventions that are out of province, or this is like out of the country, but again, it's not 100% sure. But I am like leaning towards going. I kind of looked at Airbnbs. I asked them about Airbnbs and hotels, and I was looking at flights, and I already warned my boss that I might be going. So before that, the week before that is actually Montreal. So I asked him that I might want to take 2 weeks off to do Montreal and then go to Chicago right after. But yeah, I'm gonna be a guest there. They are offering me a full table, half table. I'm not sure how much stuff I'm gonna bring because it's international, and like I don't want to be lugging too much stuff around. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bring a bunch of original drawings, like small ones, my big binders and stuff, but not really that much, a couple sticker books, but that's really it. I'm gonna be in panels there if I do agree to go. I'm gonna be in a bunch of panels as a special guest, so it'll be really fun. I think I've never been to Chicago. I only know that like site with the mirror bean, but yeah, so I wanted to put it into this video, give me some good vibes if I end up going. I think it'll be really fun, and if anybody who watches me who is in Chicago and would like to meet up at the festival, let's do it. Yeah, so I wanted to add that in there. I guess I'll provide more updates as I go along, but that's like later in the summer, although time does kind of zoom by for me. Anyway, so yeah, anyway, that is the end of the vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a shorter one this week. Hopefully next week it will be more stuff. I'll be starting my work on the Patreon doodles. Again, if you're interested on signing up, it's the last day today, midnight the 31st, and then the cycle continues for the 1st. It'll be a different thing, but so you're going to be getting the sandwich pastry themed stuff. And yeah, have a good weekend. I will see you guys in the next vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, just thanks. All right, bye.